Alright, welcome. My opponent for this game was General Zod. General Zod is a platinum level player. I previously played him and he was the allied powers and I was the axis powers. And so for this game I decided to switch it up and play as the allies, and General Zod played as the axis. And with that, let's get right into the gameplay. Alright, Russia round number 1. So I'm still doing my West Russia jam strategy. I've had some success with it, and others not so much, but I still want to try it because I really like the fact that I'm not losing immediately after round 1 of Russia. So, in keeping with that strategy, we just bought 8 infantry, and we're going to attack West Russia with everything we got, except for 1 plane. So we're going to send everything in there. That plane is not going in there. And that is it. Well, combat was not as good as I hoped. He had 3 out of 5 hits. So, that's really not good for us. Fighter is going to go up to Archangel. Sub is going over to C-Zone 7. These guys are going to move back. We're going to send that except for 1 guy and send those 2 guys over. This guy's going down to Szechuan. This guy's going down to Kaz. AA gun is going up into West Russia. Fighter is going into Egypt. And this AA gun is going also into West Russia. Alright. I think we'll be okay. I don't know though. Because I don't think I've done the jam where I've lost more than 2 guys before. We'll have to see what he does and how it holds up. So our 8 infantry go into Russia, and that is going to conclude the turn. Alright, so that concludes Russia round 1, and I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 1. Alright, United Kingdom round number 1. So Germany had an interesting round. Germany bought 11 infantry, 2 artilleries. That's pretty standard. A lot of ground units. It's good, good move. And then he went after C-Zone 7 with only 4 units and still cleared it. Took out my cruiser in C-Zone 13 with his bomber and his battleship. And then he used a submarine on C-Zone 10 and a submarine on C-Zone 11 and failed both of these. Lost the sub in both things. Killed my destroyer in 11, but did not even kill the destroyer in C-Zone 10. So that's pretty good for me. And then he took the Caucasus, which we figured he would. So that's a pretty interesting turn for Germany. My response, I went ahead and just bought 3 fighters for India. And then I'm going to try to... I'm actually going to have to leave the cruiser here for a turn, which sucks, but I'm gonna, because I got to kill the battleship first. That's the most important thing. So we're going to take our destroyer and our bomber and our 2 fighters and kill the battleship. And then we're going to take this destroyer and kill the transport. And then we're going to take 1 infantry, the fighter from Egypt, and a fighter from C-Zone 35. And then we're going to send the cruiser and the aircraft carrier to 61. And that is all the attacks we're going to do. So hopefully this works out. Okay, so just a reminder to my viewers: don't drink when you play this game. So I accidentally took cruiser first in this battle in 61, and my carrier still got a hit, a 1. Wow, that's pretty amazing. So combat was okay. We lost our destroyer in 13, so we're going to send our fighters back to England. Our bomber is going to go to let's send it. We'll send it to Egypt. We're going to send 1 infantry to Egypt and this guy to Egypt. Our fighters are going into West Russia. Let's see. This guy's going to Rhodesia. This guy's going to Eastern Canada. This transport's going down to 11. Let's see here. And wait a minute. I'm going to take 1 guy here, 1 guy here, take it to 41. Sub and cruiser, everybody goes to 41. And I think that is it. Yep, I think that's it. This guy here will go. This guy will go to Western Australia. All right. We're going to throw our 3 fighters in India. We can use our Russian fighter here to kill our this transport here, so that's fine. Probably not going to trade. Well, we could trade Bello and Karelia, and if we do that, then he can't use the 10 tanks. He can only use 6 tanks to hit West Russia, which makes it even a better defense. We're going to land our American fighter in West Russia and our Russian fighter, so this is going to be safe. And we can trade the Caucasus if we want. But we got to get a fleet down in the Atlantic as soon as possible, and we got to start landings because he is going to have lots of land units. And because I left the bomber, he has a bomber, so we got to get that done. So that is going to do it for United Kingdom round number 1, and I'll see you guys back for America round number 1. All right, United States round number 1. So Japan bought 3 transports, an infantry, and a tank. That's the standard India round 3 play, right? So he's going to stack Burma round 2 and probably take India round 3, which I don't think I'm going to be able to prevent, but I will find out. So he used 1 fighter from 37 to kill my transport in 34 and then landed it in Libya, which is fine. Killed my aircraft carrier, which we figured he would. Killed Yunnan, killed... This is the funny thing here. He only attacked Pearl Harbor with 4 units, and he still won. Still destroyed a sub, an aircraft carrier, a fighter, and a destroyer with 4 units, and only lost 2 units. That's pretty fucking amazing. Didn't lose any fighters. Submarine, cruiser, fighter, and a bomber. Wow. So that's why he ended up moving the battleship and the carrier down here to catch his fighter. That's really interesting. All right. But he's been attacking everything light. He attacked C-Zone 7 light, he attacked C-Zone 53 light, and he won both of them. So that's pretty good in his favor right now. In order for me to keep West Russia, at least for one turn, I have to land the American fighter there. So India is going to be a little bit thin to win, I think. But you never know. And he is building land units here, so that kind of sucks. So I just built a carrier, 2 transports, 3 infantry, and an artillery. And we're not doing any attacks. So no attacks. Alright, for the non-com, cruiser's going up to 11. These 2 dudes are going on to the transport, going down to Central America with the battleship and a destroyer. We're going to send this fighter into C-Zone 11, this fighter into C-Zone 11. The bomber is going to Canada. This guy's moving back here. This tank is going to move to Western United States. This fighter's moving to Western United States. Alright. And let's see, this fighter's moving to West Russia. These guys are moving to Kazakh. And I think that's it. Alright, I think that's it. Alright. Aircraft carrier, 2 transports, and everything else into Eastern United States. Alright, for Russia, we're going to buy an artillery, 7 infantry. Oh yeah, that's just telling me to move this fleet here, because I always forget about it. Alright. And Russia's not doing any combat either. I don't know if I've ever had a turn where I haven't done any combat with either power. But I'm not going to do it. Alright. This fighter's going to West Russia. This guy is going to Russia. This guy's going to Kaz. These guys are going to West Russia. Oh, fuck. Fuck. I needed to kill this transport. All that fucking planning for nothing. Oh well. It's so stupid. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. I just don't. I'm not thinking. That's what I'm doing. And then these 8 guys are going into Russia. I mean West Russia. Everybody's moving to West Russia. Alright. That was friggin' stupid again. But that's what I do sometimes. Alright. All right, so that's going to do it for USA 1, Russia 2. And I'll see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 2. All right, United Kingdom round number 2. So Germany, about 15 infantry. He's going heavy land units. Took the Caucasus. And he hit Archangel. But he did not take the territory loss. I got a hit back on that. And then for the non-com, the cruiser went to C-Zone 12 to block me from taking Morocco with America this turn. And he stacked Karelia. And he's got, let's see. Oh yeah, he moved guys from Germany into Karelia. So he used the transport for that. He missed an opportunity. A Sea Lion was like 90-something%. Because I made a huge blunder and I didn't kill this transport with Russia. And he just missed a golden opportunity. Obviously he's got a game plan in his head. And so sometimes that happens. Where you just miss an opportunity to really put your opponent down. He stacked Ukraine. And then moved 3 infantry up to Germany. And then sent 5 and 2 over to Baltic. So he's moving forward. Getting troops this way. But I've done the math. And I have enough to hold West Russia. I'll be able to hold West Russia pretty easy. My big concern is obviously Africa. So I'm going to do something in Africa, which I generally don't do, which is give him Egypt. I don't want to, but it's like a 50-50 battle. If he uses his bomber, he's going to take it anyway, and I'll have nothing in Africa. So I'm going to give it to him for a turn and see if I can't take it back. Depends on what happens next. And I'm also going to do something that's probably not advisable. I'm going to hit the Caucasus with nothing but planes. So I'm going to do this and hit that. And then I'm going to use my bomber and 5 fighters at the Caucasus. And hopefully he doesn't get double hitbacks. If he does, that's going to suck. But hopefully he does not. So that's what we're going to do. So let's get it done. Alright, combat was awesome because we did not lose any planes in the Caucasus. Now USA can walk into the Caucasus, or Russia can walk in. I might not use the USA guys because I'm going to want them to trade. So I'm probably not going to do that. So we'll send 3 planes back to India. We'll send 2 of the planes to West Russia. We'll send this plane to West Russia. We'll send this plane to West Russia. We'll send our transport up to C-Zone 1. We'll send our bomber. Let's send our bomber down to India. Then we'll send this guy to Sudan and all this stuff to Sudan. And then we will send this to 22. Sub's going over to 53. In case he decides to naked land on Alaska, we can take the transport out with the UK sub. right? Yeah. All right, so let's see, planes in West Russia. We did that, right? Egypt to Sudan, Rhodesia to Sudan, C-Zone 11 to C-Zone 1, 41 to 22, and 8 to 53. Okay. All right, I think that's enough. Oh, we want to put our destroyer in 14. He can attack it if he wants. He can risk planes on it, but that's fine if he wants to. I'm not going to worry about that too much. All right. All right. Fighters to the United Kingdom. Tank and infantry into India. All right. We still need to make more money with England, but we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Cruiser's going to die with America. And then the Atlantic will be prepped for us to start landing on the back end here. And hopefully get his focus away from here. And we do have enough right here where we have enough to jam it, and he's not going to be able to do it. Take it. If he wants to trade the Caucasus, we can. If he tries to stack the Caucasus, he can do that, and I might not be able to. I might not be able to kick him out of it. I don't know though. We'll have to see. So that's going to do it for United Kingdom round number 2, and I will see you guys back for America round number 2. All right, America round number 2. So Japan did something I didn't think he would do. He bought a transport, 4 infantry, 2 artilleries, and a tank. He must be going to Alaska with this one. Which is fine. I didn't notice this transport here. I thought he just had the battleship and the aircraft carrier. I didn't even notice this transport. So he actually can hit Hawaii or hit some of the freebie stuff here. Probably New Zealand because I can't take it back. If he hits Eastern Australia with just the one guy, although he could put 2 guys in it. I'll have to see. And then he's in position here to threaten India, but he might be able to just hop over here and hit Africa as well. So probably going to have to put a destroyer there with England for at least 1 turn. Yeah. And I got to start landing as soon as possible on the back end here. But I'm safe in West Russia. West Russia is going to be safe. Let's see. His combat, he just kind of moved ahead a little bit. He did this. He did the Kazakh attack through a tank and a bunch of planes, and he lost a fighter and the tank, and did not. So I got some hitbacks there, which was nice for me. I'm not sure why he did that. I guess there was a couple guys there, 2 Russians and an American, or 2 Americans and a Russian. I think I forget. But in any case, those are 3 more infantry that I don't have now to defend Moscow. But I'm in really good shape in Moscow, I think, right now. And we can trade. We can trade the Caucasus if he wants. He's only going to be able to stack it with like 9 infantry. So, and the tanks, of course, and 2 fighters max. I'll hammer it. I'll hammer it. So. My response is I just gotta, like I said, I gotta get the shuck going in the Atlantic. And so I bought 4 infantry and artillery and 3 transports. I only didn't buy any more land units because I can move this guy from Canada over here to next turn to be picked up by the 3 transports, or I can send the tank over there to be picked up by the transports. So I'm all good there. I banked 4 bucks so that at the end of this turn I'll have 42 bucks. And then we are going to send our battleship, our destroyer, and our 2 fighters at the cruiser in Sea Zone 12. All right. Okay, so combat was successful. We're going to send our cruiser and our aircraft carrier. We're going to pick up these guys, send them to 12. We're going to pick up all this stuff here. And go to 12. And then I think that's it. Yep, I think that's it for America. And then we're going to throw our 3 transports and all of our land units into eastern United States. Alrighty, and then we're just going to buy 8 more infantry with the Russians. Alright, we are going to send 1 infantry from here into the Caucasus. And then we're going to drop these 3 guys down here into Sinking. That way he's not going to be able to take this for a couple turns. And America will get an extra $1 next turn. Japan will get $1 less, but he's going to actually take this. It's going to be a wash as far as Japan goes, but he's not going to be able to take Kazakh. So that's good. And then let's see what else we're going to do. I think that's it. All right. All right. For the non-com, we're going to move everything into West Russia. Now he can do a double stack and stack Archangel and the Caucasus. I guess that might be the play. And get me to move out of West Russia, but I think I'm going to move out of West Russia anyway this turn and go to Caucasus, maybe. I got to run some numbers. But as long as we can start landing in on the coast here of Germany, then that's fine. All right. And then 8 guys go into Russia. All right, we're still up to 22, so we can buy 7 more infantry with Russia next turn. So we're still okay there. We're building a decent sized stack here. He is getting reinforcements, but they're small. They're trickling out now. Now he's got maybe 5, 6, 7. He'll have 7 more land units in range of West Russia. And then depending on how many he moves from here. But we are definitely going to start landing here. He's going to take Egypt probably, but I might be able to take it back. I don't know. So anyway, that is going to do it for USA round 2, Russia round 3. And I will see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 3. All right, United Kingdom round number 3. So Germany, 15 more infantry. He's just hammering infantry. So he has like 45 infantry already in Europe. He's got 19, 38, 48, 54. He's got a lot of guys. A lot of guys in Europe. And then he, okay, so he moved his tank over here and took Transjordan. Then he put one guy in Egypt, took the Caucasus, which I'm going to stack this turn with Russia. And didn't lose anybody in that battle, and everything else was undefended. So he lost one infantry for the entire turn. I did the math on this. Since I'm stacking the Caucasus this turn, or actually it's going to be next turn with Russia, I can send all my United Kingdom fighters down to India. That with the couple of more infantry, and I can defend. It's a 86% chance to defend against Japan. And the thing with Japan is he doesn't have a whole lot of reinforcements coming back down. He can grab these 4 guys and 2 guys from there, so he can put 6 more guys here. I'll be able to put 6 guys. I'll be able to put 3 guys or 2 guys in a fighter, and I might be okay. And I might, just might, use Russia to hit Ukraine and try to kill these fighters. Although I won't be able to, because he's gonna leave those. He's gonna move those fighters. So yeah, I'm sure he's gonna move those fighters. Not sure where. Maybe back down. Maybe down to Burma. Maybe down to Burma. So anyway, he's going to be in a better position to attack India in round 4. But hopefully I can defend that. I don't know yet if I can. So we're going to do a couple of things here. We are going... Oh, let me say what I bought real quick. I bought an aircraft carrier, a destroyer to block 35. I'm going to put a destroyer here so he can't hop over this and go to Persia or into Africa, which I think would be a wiser choice for him, so I don't want him to do that, at least not for this turn. He'll probably be able to do it next turn, and we'll fight over Africa, but it is what it is. So that's what I bought for England. I am going to send 1 tank, 3 fighters, and a bomber into Transjordan. I'm going to send all this stuff into Egypt, and I'm going to land in Morocco. That's it. I thought about taking Norway or Finland and sacking this transport, but I don't think I'm going to, because I'm going to have an aircraft carrier and a couple fighters in Sea Zone 7, and I'm going to split up this USA fleet, send half to 13 and half to 7, and then once I do that, then I'll have options for the next turn. And all he's got in range of Sea Zone 7 and Sea Zone 13 is 1 fighter and 1 bomber. So that should be pretty safe. So that's all I'm going to do. I hope I don't lose the tank on this one, but I probably will, but it's not the end of the world if I do. Alright, for the non-com, our fighters go back to India. Our bomber goes back to India. Our cruiser goes to 13. Our destroyer goes to 13. We're going to send these 4 planes down to India. We're going to send these 2 planes to Sea Zone 7. We're going to grab this stuff and send it to Sea Zone 7. Our submarine's going to go to 64. He's on 22 to 13, 14 to 13. West Russia to India. 3 to 64. Zone 1 to Zone 7. And UK planes to 7. Okay, I think that's all the moves that I need to do. Yep, I think that's all the moves I need to do. All right. All right, aircraft carrier goes into 7. Destroyer goes into 35. Infantry and artillery goes into India. All right. So not optimal results. It would have been nice to have the tank live so that I could go back to India, but it's not the end of the world. I'm going to clear him out of Africa. And I'm going to have options when I split this USA fleet up to make landings and hit Italy, South Europe, Northwest Europe, Norway, Finland, all that good stuff. I'll have a lot of options after USA round number 3. So, I'm going to have to stack the Caucasus. So I do have to make sure I leave a guy there and I leave a guy here. So let me put a note and just put block. And USA plane's got to leave. So USA plane will probably... I don't know where he's going to go. Maybe down to India for one turn. But he might stay in Russia. No, I think he's going to go to India. So, anyway, I'll look into that when it's time to make those moves. That's going to do it for United Kingdom round 3. I'll see you guys back for America round number 3. All right, America round number 3. So I'm already in major jeopardy. Japan took Hawaii. And so now he's got 8 out of 9 victory cities. He's close to taking India, and that'll be the game. So he did a smart thing. He stacked France, stacked Karelia, which I don't even think he's trying to go after Russia. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to go after Russia because these two are stacked and I can't crack them. And then he's just going to sell out for India. So I'm going to set up to take Hawaii back. And then I'll set up to take Hawaii back and see if we can't prevent him from taking it back again. So, and I'm going to defend India at least for one more turn until I can crack one of these two, France or Italy. But I'm going to set up to try to be in position to do both. So we're not going to attack anything with America. We're just not going to attack anything. There's nothing I can capture. I guess I could capture Algeria, but United Kingdom's going to take that, so I'm not really worried about it. So we're not going to do any attacks. Oh, did I tell you what I bought? Hold on. I bought an artillery, a tank, an infantry, 2 transports, and an aircraft carrier. I know it's a kind of a waste of money, but I have to set up to take Hawaii back, and I have to try to do my best to try to keep troops going. I think I'm way behind. It seems like I'm like 6 or 7 turns behind, but it's only round 3. So, it's kind of rough. but it is what it is. So, we're not going to do any combat. Alright. For the non-com phase, alright? We're going to send this American plane down to India. We are going to grab 2 of these transports. Now let's see here. We're going to go 1 and 1, go over to 13 with 1, and then we're going to go with 2, and go over there with 1. And I guess we'll put him in Morocco. Alright, then we're going to take this transport and go to 10. This guy's going here, and this guy's going here. So we did that one, and we moved that guy. Alright. We are going to send 5 transports up to C-Zone 7. We're going to send our battleship up to 7. And our destroyer up to 7. We're going to send our cruiser to 13. And our aircraft carrier to 13. And our fighters to 13. Battleship, destroyer up to 7. Transports to 7. Okay. We're going to send our plane that's right here into C-Zone 56. That's just to protect us from this bomber here. So I had to buy a carrier. I thought about buying, a couple destroyers, but I'd much rather just have a carrier defending with a plane on it instead. In fact, I should probably send another plane there. Let's see here. I could send one of these planes. Where are they? These fighters here. I could send one over here. And then 1 to 13. God, it looks like spaghetti. All right. I think that's everything. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Alright. Our aircraft carrier goes here. We're gonna put 1 transport over there and 1 over here. We're gonna put a tank in Western America. Artillery in Western America, and an infantry in Eastern America. Yep, I think that's it. All right. All right, for Russia, we're just going to buy... What's my money with Russia? I'm making 17. I'm hoping I'm going to make 23 after this. So let's do 7 infantry, and then we can buy 8 infantry next turn. If we have one left over. Alright, so for the combat, we're just going to take one guy and go to Amway. And then we're going to go, let's see, just so I can make sure I get these planes to India. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those planes can go to India. Alright. So we are going to take 2 of these dudes and our 2 fighters and hit Ukraine. And then we're going 23 infantry. All of our artillery, all of our tanks into the Caucasus. Right? Yeah. Alright, combat was as expected. We did not lose anybody in Ukraine, and we lost a guy in Caucasus, but that's fine. Our fighters are going down to India. This guy here is going up to Evenki to block this guy. We're going to send one guy up to Archangel. Our 2 AA guns are going there. And I think that's all we're going to do. Because this is in no threat. Alrighty. I think that's it. I just gotta make sure one guy's going there and then one guy stayed there. Okay. Alright. And 7 more guys into Russia. Alright. That is going to do it for USA 3, Russia 4, and I will see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 4. Alright, United Kingdom round number 4. So, Germany did something interesting here. He bought 14 infantry and a tank, so he's still loading heavy infantry. And then he took Ukraine back and took West Russia back. And then he hit Archangel, but he didn't take it. And then he sent his tanks back to Germany and his fighters because he had to. Because he didn't have enough infantry to defend it without backing out of France. He stacked Italy, France, and Germany, and he's got Karelia. He's got all the cities stacked fantastic. I mean, that's great. But I should be able to, now that he's got off the front lines, I should be able to take West Russia and him not be able to take it back. And I might even be able to take Ukraine and have him not be able to take it back for a couple turns. And I'm going to start taking the Norwegian territories, trading Northwestern until I get enough land mass. I'm going to probably, at this point, my plan is to go into C-Zone 5 in the near future. So I can trade these, get him to trade some of this stuff until I can push him out of Karelia. So what I'm going to do is, in response, I went ahead and bought... I did do a destroyer again here in India. I did the India attack, and I can get it to 82% to hold. So if he takes this fight and wins, then that's really going to set me back. But if he takes it and loses, then I'm in excellent shape, because now I have the 4 tanks from Caucasus ready to go back down to India. I'll most likely have some fighters left. I'm going to have this tank hopefully around to go down to India. And if he loses all of his shit here, the reinforcements are, what, 5 guys? And so I should be able to push him completely out. Although he does have an industrial complex in Thailand now, but... and I bought 2 more fighters for India just to get it down to 82%. So, all right, so this is the start of what we're going to do. So we're going to take 1 tank and 1 infantry and go to Norway. C-Zone 3 will be safe. The only thing you can hit it with is this bomber. And I'm going to put my battleship destroyer up here, and it'll be safe. And then I'm going to take this transport, go to C-Zone 8, grab 1 infantry, take Northwestern. Right? Then I'm going to have the tank blitz and go over to Persia. Wait a minute. All right. And then we're going to hit Libya with all of that stuff. Right? And then finally, we're going to grab our sub here and kill his transport. Let's see. I think that's it. Okay, Norway. Let me run the combat. Let me see the combat here. Norway, Northwestern, Libya, C-Zone 53, Transjordan Blitz. Okay. All right, that's all I want to do. All right, combat was okay. We did lose a guy in Libya, so which kind of sucked. But I mean, he could push forward into Libya with 1-on-1 bombers and fighters. But I don't think he'll use his fighters because he'll have to land them. Well, he'll use 1 fighter and a bomber and hit that. He could do that. And maybe he will. I don't think he will, but maybe he will. Alright, so we're going to move C-Zone 7 down here to C-Zone 8. And we're going to move C-Zone 13 over to 8. And that is it. I'm just looking. I hate leaving unguarded transports because I keep looking for his bomber. I'm going to have to make sure... oops, not that. Yeah, note. USA. Destroyer. Just to remind myself to do that. Alright. I don't know what I'm missing, but I'm overthinking this turn, so I'm not going to worry about it. Oops, I had that up the whole time. That was dumb. Alright. Alright, our destroyer goes into 35. Our fighters go into India, and our infantry goes into England. Alrighty. Okay, that's going to do it for United Kingdom round number 3. And I will see you guys back. I'm sorry, that's round number 4. This is UK round number 4. I'll see you guys back for USA round number 4. Alright, USA round number 4. So the game, I think, is presenting an opportunity. So I think it's going to end. It's either going to end in a couple turns, or it may go like for a long time. So Japan, he bought 2 tanks, 2 bombers, and an infantry. 2 tanks went into Thailand. The 2 bombers and the infantry went into mainland Japan. And then he hit Anhui, but he hit it with planes to kill my Russian guy here. Killed the guy, but lost a plane. So that actually worked out for me, although I couldn't take Manchuria or anything else. And then he moved his bomber from here to the Hawaiian Islands, landed him there. And then he moved a battleship and an aircraft carrier into Sea Zone 50 with a transport, I guess setting up to attack Hawaii again. He's got a transport here in 51, but he's not going to have that for long because it's not guarded, so I'm going to kill it with my submarine here. And then he moved fighters into Kwangtung because they attacked my guy, and then he moved all of his stuff down to 36 and stacked Borneo. Right? And the transport, yeah, I'm not sure why he moved the transport into 51 other than to either grab this guy and take him to the mainland, or grab this guy and then 52 and then hit Hawaii. I don't know. I'm not, oh, maybe he would go, yeah, I don't know how he would do it. But anyway, he gave me a couple opportunities. So my 9 fighters and my bomber should be able to wipe this fleet. Now, depending on how many planes I lose here, because he didn't kill my destroyer. Depending on how many planes I lose here, the battle for India is going to be anywhere from like a 8% to a 50%. A 50-50 battle. So if I lose a lot of planes in this battle here, then India comes down to a 50-50 and I could lose the game. Or he could lose. Because he won't be able to reinforce. If I kill this, if I kill 5 transports here and the other transport there, he's going to have no more. He's only going to be able to build 2 units on mainland Japan, on mainland Asia. So that ain't going to be enough. I should be able to then start whittling this down in Burma. And then logistically, it's going to take me 2 more turns really to start dropping 10 troops every turn into Norway. Probably, I think the way the board is set up, I'll do a northern shock. He's got France stacked good, Italy stacked pretty good, and Karelia stacked pretty good. But I'm going to give him about a 19% chance to take West Russia with just this stuff here. I'm going to give him odds on Sea Zone 3, and I'm going to give him whatever on India, I think, and then we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I got a lot of stuff to do here. So for America, I bought 3 infantry, a tank, 2 transports, and a fighter, and that's just to get ourselves set up and squared away here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to attack Hawaii. So we're going to take 1 tank, go here, pick up an infantry, go here, drop it in Hawaii, take our fighters into Hawaii. Oh, man. And unfortunately, I didn't land that bomb in the right spot to be able to attack both 64 if he moved up there and Hawaii. So I just got to hope that a tank and 3 infantry. I'm sorry, 3. What am I going to have there? 3 3s and a 1 against 2 2s and a 1. Hopefully that works. And then we're going to take... Okay, so this is another battle we're going to do here. We're going to take these 2 guys. We're going to take this guy. We're going to sack that. Oops. Yeah. And this guy here. And kill that. And then we're going to take 1 infantry, go up to C Zone 3 and drop it in Finland. Alright, that is going to be all the extent of our combat for the round. Strong, okay. I think that's fine. Oh, that's hilarious. Alright, combat was kind of mixed. So... his bomber got a hit back in Hawaii, which is kind of hilarious. But the men didn't, so oh well. Oh yeah, one of the guys did, I'm sorry. So I lost a plane there. And then combat was great in Algeria, we lost no one. This fighter is going to Libya. That way he's in range of India, or he can go back to C Zone 8 if we need him. Or he can go into Russia if we need to. Somewhere else. So it's got a lot of different options there. Okay. So now one of the things we're going to do is put just 1 destroyer in C Zone 3. He can either attack it with this bomber, or he can do a combination of his bomber and a carrier drop. But buying a carrier just to kill 2 transports and a destroyer, I don't think it's really worth it. And then he'd have to move the fighters out of Germany. So I don't think that's really worth it. Our battleship and our 5 transports are going to C Zone 5. We'll drop all of our guys in England. We're going to take this transport and this transport, this guy, and our AA gun, and a tank. And drop them there. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We're not doing a tank. We're moving our artillery up here. And then our bomber is going to go maybe down to Africa. Let's see. We'll put it in Western United States. And then we'll put our aircraft carrier. We'll put it there, and we'll put our fighter on 53. And that's only for try to get him to, he won't be able to bombard, and he'll be just take 2 infantry against a tank. And hopefully that won't work. But we'll see. Maybe it will. Alright, let's see here. Destroyer to C Zone. Oh yeah, and then this stuff here needs to go to 8. So I'm giving him about a 10% shot at C Zone 8. With his 5 fighters, 6 fighters, and a bomber. So he's got about a 10% chance to kill C Zone 8. Let's see. So Destroyer to C-Zone 3, C-Zone 7 to C-Zone 8, 13 to 8, 11 to 10, and 1 transport to 10. Eastern USA up to Canada. Tank up to Canada. Plane into Libya. Okay. That's everything. I think that's everything. Alright. Alright, our tank is going into eastern or western United States. 2 transports, a fighter, and 3 infantry are going into eastern United States. Now, depending on what he does, if he uses the bomber or if he kills this thing here, then I'm only going to have 4 transports in C-Zone 10 next turn. I'm sorry, then I won't have, I'll only have 3 transports, so that'll cut into a little bit of my logistics. But if he doesn't kill it, then I'll have 4 transports here next turn, and I can start shucking over 8 or 10 units every single turn over to the north. And so that is the plan. And then we are just going to buy 8 infantry. Oops. We're just going to buy 8 infantry with Russia. Alright, and then we are going to take 2 artillery and 2 infantry and hit Ukraine. And then we are going to hit West Russia with 30 guys and 2 artilleries. And we're going to leave 4 guys in the Caucasus for now. All right. Let's get this done. All right. Combat was great. We lost 1 guy in Ukraine, but that was it. We did not lose anybody else, which is nice. So we are going to send our 4 tanks from the Caucasus down into India. We're going to send these 4 guys down into Persia. We're going to send our 2 AA guns up into West Russia. Oh, only 30. Right? Let's do this. What if we do 31? Oh, let's do 31. So we're going to give him about a 13% chance to kill West Russia. And we're going to send a couple troops down in here into Persia to go and help out India for next turn. Depending on UK's success or failure in C-Zone 36 is really, really going to affect the outcome of this game. So the tanks went to India, and then the other one stuff went to Persia. And that is it for that. And then we're going to send... Oops. No. We're going to mobilize 4 and 4. All right. What's this one here? Block that? Yeah, I'll leave that there just in case. Just to remind me. I put this here to block it, but he has no tanks here, so I don't really have to block it. Now, he could move this in here and do that, but he will not do that because I would just take Karelia easily and then stack Russia, and he would not be able to get in there. So he's going to have to use tanks on Ukraine if he wants to take it back, which he might. He might send maybe, I don't know, 2 tanks and all of his planes. If he does that, he's not using his planes. He's going to have to use a plane to kill this transport. He's probably going to use a plane to kill these 2 transports. And he could use some fighters at West Russia. Yeah. So if he doesn't use the fighters at West Russia, then that obviously the odds to hold that go even farther up. So anyway, I've talked way too long about this. So that's going to do it for USA 4, Russia 5. And I will see you guys back for United Kingdom round number 5. All right, United Kingdom round number 5. So this is probably a turn that's going to be very determinative of the game. So Germany did some interesting stuff. 13 infantry and artillery. He's bought so many infantry. He's got like 80. He's got like between 70 and 80 infantry in Europe. I mean, that's just a massive stack. And Germany is just, right now it's not takeable, but I got to just chip them away. And then in the combat, he took Archangel. Let's see. With one guy. Then he used his German bomber from Italy and killed my destroyer, which improved this fleet's chances of killing more of my fighters, which is really going to... The defense here is going to shift anywhere from... Let's see, what do I got there now? I got 12. 15% to 60% of him for him to take it. So it's going to be, depending on the result of the battle for this navy, it's really going to affect India. So I just bought 3 fighters to replace the planes that I'm going to use to attack from India, and I bought an infantry and an artillery for United Kingdom because I got to start, like I said, chipping away. He did back out of France and Italy and left just 2 guys in Northwest Europe and put a 43 stack in Germany, which is ridiculously big. So, and now he can probably go 20 guys into Baltic next turn and still have 23. Plenty enough to defend against anything I got there. So it's going to be interesting. So for the combat, the first thing we're going to do is grab 1 infantry and go down here and take France. And then we're going to grab an artillery. And an infantry. And we're going to hit that. We're going to use our, let's see. We're going to bombard. And we're going to use our fighters. On that one. And then our fighters, after they go here, will go up to 3. And then we are going to use 9 fighters and a bomber on C-Zone 36. And our submarine's going to kill that transport in 51. And like I said, whatever this battle result is really going to turn the tide of the game, I think. And I hate attacking fighters. They're usually shit. But I don't think, if I don't take this battle this turn, I'm going to be screwed. So I'm going to go ahead and take it. I wish he would not have killed the destroyer. It would have been nice to have an extra hit to take, but he was smart. Took it out. If I capture both of these, then these fighters, this C-Zone 8 should be relatively safe except from 1 fighter. And then I can send all my fleet up to C-Zone 3 to protect from these 5 fighters. And I can start landings. And go from there. So let's run all these and see how they work out. Alright, that's strong. That's strong. That's strong. Okay, here we go. Okay, as crappy as Northwest Europe was because he got double hitbacks, 36 was fantastic. 36 was fantastic. So we're going to have 8 fighters plus 11. We're going to have 14 fighters in there, which gets this attack down to 15% to succeed. Which is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And he's down to 1 transport in the Pacific. Which is also pretty friggin' phenomenal. Our tank is going into India. We're going to send our UK units forward in Africa. And then we're going to send our aircraft carrier and our 2 planes up into C-Zone 3. Sucks not to get Northwestern Europe, but we'll still have 41 to spend with England next turn, which is pretty good. Although, this fleet's going to die now. Oh, no, it won't, because I'll take this with America. I'll just make sure I take... I got to just put must take. Alright. Just so we take that so these fighters are out of play from this fleet here. I don't even think he would do that because the reward is only going to be 2 transports, a cruiser, and a destroyer, but you never know. He might do that. Let's see. I think that's everything. Alright, 3 fighters go into India. Infantry and artillery go into United Kingdom. And we are pretty set. 7 infantry, 1 AA gun, and artillery, 5 tanks, 14 fighters. And as long as I did the math right, 18 infantry, 4 tanks, 6 artillery, 2 fighters, and 2 bombers. And nothing else. That's 15%. I feel pretty good about India. At least for right now. This is going to be another problem because he is going to be able to move a shitload of reinforcements forward now, which is no bueno. But in the short term, I think we're okay because this battle was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So anyway, that is going to do it for UK round number 5, and I will see you guys back for America round number 5. All right, this is the end of the game. So General Zod took the 15% chance to capture India and got a less than 1% result. He had 2 tanks, 2 bombers, and a fighter all survive, and capped capped Hawaii with 2 infantry against the tank. So, obviously I figured the aircraft carrier was going to die and the plane, but I was hoping that the non-bombardment would help defend against this here. And had it worked, I'd probably stay in the game, even though the game is probably over. So basically, all Zod has to do now is throw 25 guys or so into France, and I don't have enough I won't be able to take anything back. Won't be able to take France, won't be able to take Karelia, and I have nothing in range of India. Even though I hate to friggin' forfeit, I went ahead and forfeited. So I really don't see, like I said last turn, he's got like 70, like 75 infantry in Europe. So that was going to be a tough nut to crack anyway. I was probably going to have to fall back into Russia, push forward a little bit, right, and trade some of the stuff, and then fall back into Russia. But with India, with all the stuff I had in India, I certainly, because he had no reinforcements coming, because he had no navy, and so the stuff that he had in Burma was going to be pretty much all the stuff. I mean, I guess he could buy, a handful of units, but for every 4 units he put here, I would have 3. So, and I had another 3 coming down from Russia. So that's almost like 2 turns of production, right? So, as good of a dice as I got in C-Zone 36, I had the mirror opposite in India. So that's going to be the game. That's going to be the end of this game and the end of this video. Maybe I can talk General Zod into round 3 at some point. And hopefully I'll get to do that. So, because he's a really good player, I like playing against him. And definitely, you really have to be on your game if you're going to beat him. So, like I said, that's going to do it. I appreciate you guys if you made it all the way to the end. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all your support. And I will see you back for another video. Thanks again.